everyone. We are here at the Red Bull Ring for round 5 of the league. We're season 3, currently running the Division 2 class at the moment, and qualifying is just getting started. We're on board with people at the moment. So we are running the Red Bull short ring, so it's only 6 turns, I believe. 7 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 turns. We'll be running the Red Bull ring for 125 kilometers or miles. I'm not sure which one Dinosaur has decided to use for the distance measuring, but qualifying will last for 15 minutes, and we will get underway in just a minute. Logo on the bottom left here. Give me 1 second. I hope that hasn't been saying Academy League this entire time. I just noticed it today. That's fixed. I really hope it hasn't said Academy League the entire time we've been running all of our streams on the bottom left, but it's fine. It's okay. So we are currently 3 minutes into qualifying. We've got a few substitutions this week. So we have S. Walker joining us for the first time this season. He originally joined Whisker Warriors Performance Racing at the beginning of the season and has not been able to race with the team due to, I believe, work shift time scheduling or something. So we welcome S. Walker's debut race here at Red Bull Ring with Whisker Warriors Performance Racing. We have Token Timmy subbing in for Toro Bravo Racing, Cecil Turtle for Invictus, and we got a debut for Jay Hunt on Invictus as well. So Jay Hunt right now on the Tracker NASCAR livery, heading down turn towards 5, or heading down towards turn 5. Currently sitting in 7th position at the moment. And those are all the substitutions for this week in Division 2. We have Orwick pulling in double duty for round 5 in Division 1 and 2 today, and then Stenzel will be subbing in for Team.com in Division 1. So lots to look forward to, and we can also take a quick look at the let's see who's in divisional pole position right now. So Gould at the moment is sitting in provisional pole position with a 49.567. Gould been very strong this entire season. He finished second place at Watkins Glen last week. So strong performance by Gould. And then I think the week before, or 2 weeks before, he finished on the podium again in third place. And then week 1, I believe, finished 11th. So up and down results for Gould, but looks promising as of his performance as of late. People currently sitting in second place at the moment, finished 8th, and as I say that, it takes provisional pole position by 1/10. People will jump up to provisional pole position. Gould is currently in the pits right now, switching tires. Flying disc crosses the line, does not improve his time, but does still maintain the third place position. And numerous people are setting their personal best times, but no positions are being exchanged in the top 8 as of now. Kaito Nasa with COVID last week. Hope Kaito is feeling better this week. He's able to put in a better performance. Cecil Turtle currently sitting in 6th place, only a 10th away from Kaito's time in 5th place. Jesus joins us from, I think, a 2-week absence. Currently sitting only about 2/100ths of a second in front of Walker's best time. Picks up a 1-second penalty at turn 7, I believe, going wide and exceeding track limits between turns 5 and 6. It's a quite tricky place to make sure the car is not understeering and going off track limits. It's easy to do so at that point if you are pushing extremely hard. So, Token Timmy sitting in 9th place. Once again, Token Timmy is substituting for, I believe it is Whisker. No, it's not Whisker Wars. Currently subbing in for Coral Bravo Racing today. So his points contribute to their championship fight in Division 1 and the overall team championship. Jay Hunt currently sitting in 10th place. Seems to have dropped a position or 2 since we last saw him. Racer X in 11th. Currently spun out in the straight in front of turn 5. Buttons in 12th place. And then we got Lamb King in 13th. Based off of the track layout, the cars will have a hard time preserving that front left tire and the rear wheel tire as well. Seeing as turns 1, 2, 5, and 6 are all extremely difficult on those tires in the braking zones. So if you're trail braking, you're getting a lot of wear, a lot of heat into that front left. Hey Rogue, thanks for joining. I hope all is well with you and your studies. Kaido makes a jump up to 5th place. Yeah, unfortunately, Ads did not make the race. He gave in a last-minute notice that he was able to participate today. Huge hit for Whisker Warriors Performance Racing. Seeing that the championship battle between them and the other teams are fairly tight. So in Division 2, Whisker Warriors Performance Racing is currently sitting in 3rd place and is only two points behind Team.com. That will be unfortunate for Whisker Warriors. Maelstrom Motorsports strongly in the lead with 88 points in Division 2. Though Orwick and Lamb King will have a lot of work to do if they want to keep extending that lead. Orwick currently sitting in 3rd place at the moment. Lamb King, I believe, is in 13th. Having a little bit of trouble with the track limits of the course. Always repping an awesome livery. Love the SpongeBob livery. There's only a tenth and a half off of Button's time, so he's not quite off the pace entirely. And Buttons as well is only 200ths behind from Racer X, so quite a tight field. Token Timmy sets a personal best. And is now in 6th place. Cecil Turtle has moved into 7th place. Jay Hunt is currently sitting in 8th place at the moment. Has damage to that front bumper. Cecil Turtle right now being overtaken by Vergold into turn 6. I believe that is the end of qualifying for Vergold. Walker is rounding turn 6 for one last time. Does not improve. Buttons does not improve. Racer X does not improve. Jay Hunt sets a new record, and Lamb King does not improve. So Jay Hunt remains in 7th place. That's a personal best, but does not improve position. And I think that might be it for our qualifying session today. Division 2. Vergold sits in provisional pole position. I think that will be pole position. P-Pool is in 2nd place by only 5/100ths of a second behind Vergold's time, so very close. And then we got a half a second gap between P-Pool and Orwick, who's currently sitting in 3rd place. Flying Disc is sitting in 4th place. Kaido NASA in 5th. And look at this, only 7/100ths of a second between Cecil Turtle and Kaido. Jay Hunt sitting in 7th place. Jesus currently in the pits, but has snatched 8th place. Walker in 9th, Racer X in 10th place, Buttons in 11th, and Lamb King in 12th place. Hey, what's up, Kaido? How's it going? If you're just joining us, we are LRC, Learners Racing Collective. I posted a Discord invite and pinned it in chat, so if you want to join us, or figure out what we're all about, feel free to click that link and join us on Discord. We're just a group of car and driving enthusiasts who like to have fun in Gran Turismo 7. We try to have an event almost every day of the week. A lot of our events are just random car and track combos. Every Wednesday, we try to have an academy session, which kind of mimics a real life academy session or racing school. So definitely check us out if you're interested in learning how to get faster. So let's take a look at now the current championship standings for the league at the moment. So in Division 2, we have Orwick sitting in first place with 56 points. Flying Disc in second with 45. P-Pool in third with 41 points. So still very much a close battle for the Drivers' Championship. Ollie is in fourth place, Ads in fifth. Ads won't be racing today, so unfortunately he won't be able to win any points. Vergold in sixth, Lamb King in seventh. So solid showing by Lamb King. I think the win in the Division 2 race on the opening round at Daytona was huge for him. Show Me in eighth, tied with Kaido Nasa. You have Bishop in 10th place, Racer X in 11th, Buttons in 12th, Jesus in 13th, Stencil in 14th. Stencil will not be racing today. He will be racing, for Division 1 today. Token Timmy, Rocket Bunny in 15th, Cecil Turtle at 16th, Token Timmy 17th, Walker with the debut race today, and J Hunt as well. So the team championship for Division 2, we have Maelstrom Motorsports with a comfortable lead at the moment. Well, maybe not necessarily comfortable because the point swings are pretty large every round. So anything can happen. Maelstrom Motorsports in first place with 88 points, Team.com with 74, and then Whisker Warriors Performance Racing in third, only 2 points behind Team.com. Shama Racing in fourth place with 67 points. Dilly Squat Racing in fifth, Toro Bravo in sixth, and Invictus in seventh. Yeah, Ollie, that's crazy. Yeah, for the top six are all 6 different teams. Yep. And then we got the overall team championship, and that's Division 1 and Division 2 team standings put together. Diddley Squat Racing is in first by only a single point. That's crazy. So Maelstrom Motorsports in second with 182, and then Invictus in third, and Whisker Warriors Performance Racing in fourth. But all the top 4 teams are less than 8 points apart. And 8 points is absolutely nothing when you're accounting for a whole round of points. So I think a whole round of points could potentially be, a swing of like 40 or so points in the team championship. So it's crazy to see all the top 4 teams are within 8 points of each other 4 rounds into the league. So Chama Racing is in 5th place. Team.com is 6th. And then we have Toro Bravo Racing in 7th place with an unfortunate 60-point deficit between them and Team.com. We'll have to double check that point layout though, but I think everything is up to date. So very, very, very tight championship. All right, Kaido's COVID free this week. All right, so you're going to score some points for Toro Bravo today. All right, so we got the 2-minute warning from Dinosaur, so we'll get going in just a minute. Today's race will be 73 laps long. Looking at the weather, there will be no rain, so cloudy weather, sunny weather somewhere in the first third of the race, and then cloudy for the rest of the forecast today. Tire wear rate settings is at 10x, reduced from 12 due to the patch changes and the way physics now influence tire wear. And then our fuel consumption is the same at 2x. Dinosaur currently setting up the room, setting the running order. I think people might need to be set into his position from qualifying. Now, as we've seen in the previous races, tire wear has been a very, very, very important mechanic in determining your strategy. And we saw at Watkins Glen last week, the drivers that were able to optimize their strategy around tire wear were the ones who ended up doing really well. I think it was Ads at the end of the race ended up on a completely worn out tire on the front left and ended up leading the race into the final lap and losing out 5 positions on the final lap due to a worn out tire. So worn out tires are extremely, extremely slow. All right, so we got the confirmation from our race organizer that we are ready to go. Now, Ads didn't fall asleep. He actually let us know ahead of time that he wasn't going to make it, but it was very last minute. All right, so we got Vergold in pole position, taking us through to the green flag. People in second, and then Orwick in third. We got Team.com leading this race, and Orwick from Maelstrom Motorsports will be very hungry to take that first position very soon. So we're off on the green flag. Vergold has a clean getaway, but People is very close behind. Flying Disc has managed to take third place away from Orwick going into turn 1. Kaido Nasa remains 5th place, Token Timmy in 6th, Cecil Turtle in 7th. So Orwick there getting past Flying Disc in turn 4, retaking the 3rd place position. So some early battles between the two. Kaido picks up a half a second penalty going out of turn 5, it seems like, and is going side by side with Token Timmy down the front straight. Oh, look at that. Braking side by side into turn 1. Kaido takes the inside but is unable to defend his position, and Cecil Turtle also makes his way around the outside. Kaido Nasa is dropping down the grid quite quickly. Jesus sneaks through the inside, goes around the outside of Kaido at turn 4, excuse me. Oh, we got a spin, so it looks like Lamb King spun out at turn 3, the exit of turn 3, which can be pretty tricky on the exit there. There's a compression that goes away really quickly at turn 3. So it's easy to go from an understeer to an oversteer situation with the cars. Let's take a look at the restart and see what happened to Flying Disc overtaking Orwick. So Orwick, it looks like Flying Disc actually is next to Orwick going to turn 1. And he just sneaks on the inside, and Orwick just maybe broke a little bit too much or something going into turn 1. Overall, clean start by everyone. Jesus, and I believe that is Racer X going side by side through turn 2 and 3. So really, really good stuff here. All right, so we got a battle between Walker and Racer X going out of turn 6. Racer X concede the position to Walker. Walker having a solid debut race so far, still sitting in 10th place. Looking to take that 9th position away from Buttons. Jesus under trouble by Jesus. Look at that coming down the front straight. Jesus goes and looks at the inside, down to turn 1 to potentially make an overtake. They go side by side into the braking zone. Just a contact. Maybe a little bit of contact going out of turn 1. And Token Timmy remains on the outside and is able to keep that position away from Jesus going into turn 2. Jesus not giving up though, setting up potentially for a run down into turn 5. Jesus has the exit speed, takes a look, dives into the inside, takes a look at the inside but doesn't make anything of it. Slows down and maybe bumps into Token Timmy a little bit there on the braking zone of turn 5. But now Jesus has to worry about Kaido coming up from behind. Kaido now looking to join the fight for 6th position. And then we got another battle here with Buttons and Walker. Walker taking a look at the inside into turn 1. Buttons goes wide and Walker takes the inside, but I don't know if there was contact. There's maybe a little bit of contact, but Walker is able to take the position through turn 1. He goes side by side into turn 2 and Buttons, oh no. Buttons loses the car trying to take the outside of turn 2, which is a very tricky maneuver. You get into the marbles there. It's a dirty line, so it's really tough to make the car stick to that outside line and remain control of the car. Walker jumps up into 9th place, Racer into 10th. Jesus was able to get past Token Timmy this last lap. We unfortunately missed it, but he is now under attack by Kaido. And we got a battle here between. Doesn't look like a battle. Looks like Orwick is getting around. Orwick is trying to get around Buttons, who's currently a lap down due to that spin he took in turn 2. Kaido's got to run on Token Timmy down in turn 1. They go braking side by side in turn 1. Kaido overshoots and goes deep into turn 1, and Token Timmy gets the over-under and maintains 7th place. Very nice move by Token Timmy there. they're battling, though, is having the unfortunate consequence of having them both lose time to Walker. So S. Walker will have an opportunity to potentially catch up with them if they keep battling aggressively, especially through turn 1. So Vergold still in the lead, opening a gap up to People of about 4 seconds. People in a comfortable second place, kind of in a no man's land between Vergold and C. Orwick. Field is starting to spread out quite a bit, and Kaito right now trying to make his way past Buttons, takes the inside of turn 1, will have a pretty tough exit, and Walker will take advantage. Oh no, and Walker spins out but does not pick up damage, I don't believe. Walker backing up, making sure he doesn't back up into anyone, so good safe rejoin there. Loses out on position to Racer X, and we'll have to make that up. Turn 1 is quite tricky, especially with these cars that have the tail end be very, very slidey on exit. And turn 1 is already a turn that has a strange topography to it on the exit that will make it tricky to maintain grip on exit. It's one of those turns where you have to rotate the car before you hit a late apex and essentially try to straighten the car out as much as possible on the exit to be able to get any sort of acceleration. And as I say that, Kaito also spins out, so he will, oh no, and Racer X will run into him and cause some damage. I believe that will trigger a safety car incident. So our leader Vergold will slow down to 60 miles per hour. The restart speed will be 45 miles an hour, so we will get 1 or 2 laps around the Red Bull Ring. Cars will be able to pit for damage in the meantime. And I think this actually might be a good opportunity for Vergold and a bunch of other people to go into the pits, swap out their tires, and potentially get a little bit more gas. We will see who decides to come into the pits and who decides to stay out. So People and Orwick will jump into the pits. Vergold will stay out, and Cecil Turtle will also stay out. Token Timmy into the pits, and we will see if Flying Disc. So Flying Disc made a pit stop. It seems like he made a pit stop just this past lap. So Flying Disc actually has a very, very good outcome here, but won't be able to make up the positions against Orwick. But he does jump into 4th place in front of People and Jesus. Token Timmy will come out net 7th place. Walker will be 8th. So Walker will have to go and catch up to the back of the pack. Kaito, J Hunt, already pitted, yep, and all of them will be catching back up to the pack. So Vergold will actually jump into the pits, and Cecil Turtle. So they decided to change the strategy last minute. This will be an unfortunate situation for them because they decided to pit now. It will come out essentially dead last at the end of the safety car line. Vergold rejoins. Vergold rejoins in 6th place. So not a terrible situation for him. And we're still waiting on 2 cars to form up. I believe that is Buttons. So Buttons is already there. Walker needs to join up, and then Kaido as well. Process of trying to catch up will pick up a half a second penalty. Surely this will be the last safety car lap. So now we join our leader, C. Orwick, as we set up the double file restart. Flying Disc will have the outside, and C. Orwick will have the inside. People gets a bad start and will fall down into 5th place. Get pretty tight over there in the exit of turn 1. Oh, and Vergold gets spun around. He somehow maintains the car and still goes forward. I don't know how that happened. And we try to go 3 wide. We have a little bit of contact going into turn 2. 3 wide in turn 2 is absolutely crazy. So far, so good. Flying Disc has taken the lead, and C. Orwick has jumped down to 3rd place. Absolutely insane restart. We had like 4 cars maybe, 4 cars wide going into turn 1. I think that might be Racer X sitting between people and Jesus in 5th place, and Jesus in 5th place. And then we got Vergold in. Oh no, and then I think that was people spun out, or maybe potentially got spun out by someone there. Maybe Racer X looks like waited up for people. So a lot of contact going on between these cars. Turn 1 especially seems like a pretty iffy place. It is really wide in the beginning of the turn, but it doesn't really make for good side-to-side exits. Let's take a look at the restart. So it's pretty crowded there, and I think someone went off onto the side. So that was J Hunt. Play that restart one more time. The J Hunt in the beginning, so J Hunt loses the back end in his own, and Vergold manages to somehow keep the car straight. It's a little bit of contact between the 3 wide there going into turn 2. A little bit of contact with Walker. In turn, I believe, sends, I think it was, yeah, it might have been Kaito out wide in turn 2. All right, so we are slowing down once again, and it looks like the incident VSC procedure has been triggered again. Walker and Jesus have made a jump up into 3rd and 4th place respectively. A lot of honking going on. Racer X makes his way past the safety car line to unlap himself. To rejoin the safety car line, and oh no, looks like we got an incident in the safety car line. Oh boy. Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened here. Oh no. Oh, good old concertina effect. It's crazy, you can see it happening. So luckily, Kaito didn't pick up any damage from that incident, which is good. Will rejoin in 12th place. We'll have to come back through and rejoin the safety car line, and so will Racer X and that. Potential incident in the safety car line. So Orwick will elect to take another pit stop. That leaves People now. Oh no, so People will join him. Jesus now will take the current lead now of the field, and Walker will be in second position. So suddenly Walker and Jesus find themselves in the front of the pack. Cecil Turtle, sitting in third place, decides to not fix the damage on the rear bumper. Decides to stay out, has pretty good tire wear. And Token Timmy right now in a great position with pretty much fresh tires and what looks like just to be just over 3/4 full of a tank. Gold sitting in 5th place, has some tire wear at the moment, but has a full tank of gas. This could potentially wear his tires out faster. Line disc with fresh tires and 3/4 of a tank of gas as well. So it looks like we're lining up for a restart despite someone in the back still needing to catch up to the pack. So Jesus will have the inside of the track. And there we go, we're off. So Jesus takes us back into the green flag procedure. Walker is just behind. And then we got a few cars going in side by side into turn 1. Cecil Turtle, C. Orwick. We got 3 wide between Flying Disc, I think Lamb King, and Token Timmy. No, sorry, that's Cecil Turtle there, going side by side with Flying Disc into turn 2. Good for them for keeping it clean all throughout the turn 2 complex and turn 3. Lamking right now sitting in 7th place, followed by Vergold going into turn 5. Vergold looking to make an overtake into turn 6, but is unable to find any room. People trying to make his way around Racer X, who I think is a lap down at the moment. So far so good at the front of the pack. Jesus there making a small mistake coming out of turn 3, and Orwick able to get close there. So we got a battle going into turn 5. We have Blindus taking the inside of Walker, it looks like, into turn 5. Makes the overtake ahead of turn 6. Very clean there by Flying Disc. Oh, we have contact between Orwick and Jesus coming out of turn 6. That looks really aggressive. And due to that contact, Jesus drops down to 3rd place. Token Timmy there making a move on Cecil Turtle to take 5th place out of turn 1. Let's take a look at what happened there between Jesus and Orwick. Okay, I didn't see what happened there. So Jesus lost control of the car and bumped into Orwick on the way out. Luckily, Orwick didn't pick up any damage, so that is okay. And then Token Timmy has overtaken Jesus as well. So Jesus starting to drop down the order, but he takes a look at the inside of Token Timmy. But but doesn't have the tires to do it. His tires are starting to wear out, especially that front left. He's not able to have the grip to battle for that third place position that Token Timmy has right now. S. Walker right now going down to turn 5 as Vergould very, very close behind, making his presence known. S. Walker right now doing his best to soak in the pressure from Vergould. Oh no! As I say that, he spins out, but it looks like there might have been contact between the two. That will likely be reviewed, and S. Walker even has engine damage on his car. Certainly some contact there. Vergould looking to make an overtake on Jesus going to turn 1. Turn 1's kind of difficult to take the inside due to that tight apex. Unfortunately, Jesus lost a position to not only Vergould going out of turn 1, but also to People. People doing well to take advantage of the situation. He's looking to take position from Vergould, looking to the inside of turn 5. Doesn't make a move though. Decides to tuck back in behind Vergould's slipstream. But he's got another run, and will he try to outbrake him into turn 1? No, he won't, but he will still let him know he is there. James Vergould is now struggling to keep those tires in check. Goes deep into turn 2. Will be very, very eager to make the overtake down the straight ahead of turn 5. Oh, look at that, Vergould going wide out of turn 4, and People has the run on him down to turn 5. We go side by side into the braking zone. But is he going to make it stick? No, he doesn't. Somehow Vergould maintains the lead ahead of People. Oh no, and Vergould loses the car going out of turn 6. Oh my goodness. All right, so back at the front of the pack, C. Orwick is leading our field at the moment with only a 2-second lead in front of Flying Disc. And both of them have managed to pull out 6 seconds ahead of Token Timmy and Cecil Turtle as well. The People, though, has caught up to Cecil Turtle. Cecil Turtle in danger now with People behind with fresher tires, but Cecil will have to make a pit stop very soon, perhaps before he gets in a fight with People. He takes the inside into turn 5 with the intention to go into the pits. He lets it be known. Token Timmy now next in line to be under attack by People. Token Timmy has a little bit better tire wear, so he might be able to defend the position better than Cecil would have. But Peephole gets a really good exit out of turn 1. He goes side by side into the braking zone in turn 2 with Token Timmy. Looks to take the outside, but there's not enough room. Setting up the overtake down into the back straight into turn 5. Well, look at that. He takes the inside again, but backs out last minute. And Token Timmy, though, goes deep, and then they make contact on the way out. Peephole gains the lead. Coming out of turn 6. Has run into traffic and will has to make his way around. I believe that looks like, oh, whoever that was, they went into the pits. And it seems like Vergold now is trying to unlap himself from C. Urwick, but is having a little bit of difficulty. These are the troubles that you encounter if you are a lap down. You can get stuck behind the leader and find yourself in a battle with the leader a lap down. Oh no, and Seorg understeers and hits the barrier out of turn 2. Flying Disc takes first place. Unfortunate, unforced error there by Orwick. And we'll see a lot of that with the new physics, especially because with these, the new physics, the tires tend to be less performant halfway through. So Flying Disc currently sitting in first place. We'll have to make a pit stop soon due to that front left tire being almost completely worn out. I think he might have one more lap. Well, that's a good question. I don't know why you can't see the fastest lap. I wonder if that was an update. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, for some reason I can't make it show up, so I don't know. For whatever reason, there's no fastest lap being shown at the moment. Okay, so back with our leaders. Flying Disc surely will make a pit stop this lap. Currently sitting 7 seconds ahead of Peephole, who also will have to make a pit stop very soon, as will Token Timmy. So our top 3 still need to make a pit stop. Kaido as well. Kaido will have to make a pit stop in the next couple laps. And then we got an 11-second gap down to Orwick, who just made a pit stop. And Cecil Turtle as well. So essentially 5, 6, 7th place all have a relatively fresh stop and will be overlapping with the top 4 once the top 4 comes into the pits. But as we can see from Orwick's time, we have, or his delta, excuse me, he's got a 33-second gap from the current leader right now. So it looks like that flying disc may potentially, depending on what the pit time delta is, will end up in either net second or third. Oh, Racer X loses control of the car, crashes the car into turn 2. We've seen a few cars make a pretty bad mistake going into turn 2, braking quite a bit and understeering into the barrier that's on the outside of turn 2. So flying disc with that front dead tire, left front tire. I thought he was going to potentially do another lap, and I was going to call him crazy, but luckily he decides to go into the pits and not take another lap. People will do the same, as will Token Timmy. So it looks like the top 3 are on the same strategy. So this will be a good chance for Orwick to retake the net lead. He's got a full tank of gas, and I assume the top runners will take a considerable amount of gas. People has quite a bit of gas left and won't have to refuel as much, but he will still come out behind Flying Disc, it looks like. Both fueling all the way up to 100%. So Orwick coming out. Oh no, it looks like we got a safety car. So lucky strike today for Flying Disc and People to maintain the lead thanks to a safety car. Dang, okay, so extremely lucky for those two. Orwick will now sit into third place, and Token Timmy will come out in fourth place. So very, very, very lucky for our top 3 runners. Flying Disc and People maintain their positions in the top 3. Orwick will now take third place, Token Timmy in fourth, and then Jesus in fifth. So Jesus decides to go into the pits, change his tires, potentially get some more gas. And then this is also really good for Kaido as well, who just got a pit stop and will be catching up to the back of the pack in a net 5th place. So Jesus will be looking to come out hopefully ahead of a few cars as he fuels the car up to 100%. Looks like he'll drop back down to potentially 8th or 9th. Buttons is trying to make his way past the safety car line along with Racer X to unlap themselves. Jay Hunt in 6th place at the moment. Not too bad of a position, 41 laps into this race. Cecil Turtle in 7th, but Cecil took a pit stop and will be good to go. Jesus as well, so Jesus came out right behind Cecil Turtle. And we got Lamb King in 9th place, Bergold in 10th. Not the best race for Bergold so far, but he's got another chance thanks to the safety car. And then S. Walker as well. At one point, S. Walker was, I think, 2nd place in the race. So hopefully S. Walker will have a chance to climb up the position. Buttons right now struggling with tire wear. Buttons will have to make a pit stop, and that will will release Racer X to get caught up to the back of the pack. I think Buttons will have to make another pit stop. We'll see if he enters the pits on this lap. And then our field will go through one more time. Buttons decides to stay out. Surely this will impact his ability to fight for any position going into the restart. If you're just joining us, we're LRC. Definitely check us out. I pinned our Discord invite link onto Twitch chat. So if you're curious about our organization and you're in for some casual racing or even a little bit more serious racing, we have tons of events. Try to do one every day of the week. So our league is our biggest series event. Goes on for typically 6 to 8 weeks. There are 7 teams of 28 drivers typically. Monday nights we've been doing a Mazda MX-5 Spec Cup race. On the off-season, Dinosaur, our race organizer, will do Monday night racing, so it's just a random set of quick casual races where you can hop in and hop out whenever you want. Wednesday, we typically have a racing academy session. It kind of mimics a real-life racing school, and we practice any sort of like racecraft concept. We'll do drills and exercises and whatnot, and then we'll do practice races at the end of it. Thursdays and Fridays are typical spec racing series that we'll do that are one-off. Formula Fridays is usually what's held on Fridays. And then once a month we have something called FTGP, which stands for First Tuesday Grand Prix. It's our monthly multi-class endurance race. So a lot to do at LRC. We have a great community. Everyone's very supportive. Do a lot to support each other and improve each other's racecraft and ability to go faster. So we try to make an environment in GT7 that's one of support and not of toxic competition. So we're kind of unique in that regard. So our cars are setting up for our double file restart. We're on lap 44 of 73 here at Red Bull Ring, our Division 2 race for the league. Flying Disc, representing Diddley Squat Racing, will take us through the restart. And we're a go, so Flying Disc takes off. People is in second. Token Timmy is third. We got a little bit of a battle here going on for fourth place. So S Walker going tight, taking a tight line into turn one, gets spun out, it looks like, by, I couldn't tell who that was. Some more contact going out of the exit of turn one, going almost 2-3 wide into turn two. Orwick tries to get around Lame King. There's a little bit of contact on the entrance of turn two. I don't believe anyone has picked up damage, so I think that's, oh, excuse me, sorry, Buttons has picked up damage. Damage to the front left wheel and the front bumper. Oh no, and people mix an error into turn five. This will trigger another safety car procedure. Cars will slow down to 60 miles an hour. Wait for everyone to make their pit stops if they decide to, or unlap themselves if they are lapped. So Flying Disc will take us through our restart one more time. I think we'll actually take another safety car lap for lap 47. And Token Timmy now is in second place, and Kaido is in third. So Kaido has gone back up to third place. Yeah, turn one at Red Bull Ring is an extremely tricky turn, especially on race starts. I think turn one is really not a good place to go side by side at all. If you're on the inside, you'll get a terrible exit. If you're side by side, if you're on the outside next to someone, you'll get a terrible exit. It's one of those turns where the exit has that little overcrest, and it just makes it really difficult to put that power down. So you need to really carry a lot of momentum through the middle of the corner to be able to go faster there. So at any point in time you're going through turn one side by side, you're going to lose out a ton of time relative to anyone else. But it's tricky because it's one of those like lose-lose situations. If you defend, right, you're going to get a poor exit out of turn one, and the person behind you is going to get a better exit and they'll overtake you into turn two. If you don't defend, someone will try to take the inside, and then that'll happen anyway. So it's kind of like one of those tricky situations where you got to manage the person behind you by almost defending a little bit, making it difficult for them to take the inside, or at least make them question whether they want to take the inside or not. All right, so Token Timmy, though, jumps ahead of Flying Disc. I don't know what happened there. I think maybe Flying Disc had slowed down too much. But, oh no, we got a spin, and Kaido, I think it was Kaido and Lamb King both spun out in turn one. And I think this will trigger another safety car. We'll see if that happens. So far, the cars are not slowing down. Token Timmy is full speed ahead, full open throttle, with Flying Disc trying to chase him down as fast as possible, and Orwick very, very close behind. Oh no, no. Oh my goodness. Flying Disc getting very, very, very squirrely on the exit of turn 5. And we have a nice pass by people out of turn 6 on Orwick, and gets a lot of momentum to catch up to Flying Disc. Takes a peek on the inside, turn 1, but doesn't do anything. Jesus is spun out at the exit of turn 1. Yeah, overtaking to turn 2 is way more ideal. I think if you are behind someone going to turn 1, you want to try to force them into a situation where they want to defend. Get a better exit, get the run on them into turn 2, and then make it past turn 2 for sure. I think too much time is lost trying to battle out of turn 1. As I say that, people takes a look at the inside of Flying Disc at turn 1. Loses a little bit of time and will have to defend going into turn 2 from Orwick. It's still comfortably ahead though, doesn't have to aggressively defend the position. Very wide, might pick up a penalty. Yep, picks up a half-second penalty for exceeding track limits. And Flying Disc will take the inside going into turn 1, and people also will defend against Orwick into turn 1 as well. Oh my god, so people is not successful in defending against Orwick. Orwick overtakes Poole into turn 1 and is looking to take the outside of people into turn 2, but people makes it stick and they go side by side exiting turn 3. It's a really close battle. So people is slightly ahead going into turn 5, excuse me. Vergold, oh my god, if Vergold gets his nose stuck into people's inside and spins him out. Takes advantage of the situation and jumps into third place, looking to take the inside of Vergold into turn 1. He's very close on the inside, makes a very nice and tidy turn though, and keeps Vergold behind him over the exit of turn 1. Oh no, Flying Disc. Oh my goodness, Flying Disc losing control of the car, going out of turn 3. So Walker now jumps into second position. It's looking really good for Walker on his debut race. Vergold though very close behind. Not making an attempt on the inside of turn 1. Walker has a nice tidy line to the exit of turn 1. Keeps it within track limits. Vergold though, taking a look at the inside of Walker. Walker goes deep. Oh my goodness. Finds himself in the marbles, unable to turn the car. Let's take a look at the replay between Vergold and Poole earlier. Let's get a better POV on that one. So here they come down the back straight, excuse me, side by side with Orwick. Looks like maybe that was an unintentional late break. Maybe Vergold broke it too late or something, and unintentionally got his nose into people's vortex of danger. Man, the commentator's curse is real heavy today. Every person I focus on to commentate on, they seem to just crashing out. Real bad. I feel like I just want to turn the stream off. afraid to say anything good about anyone now. As soon as I started complimenting Walker for getting up to second place, he just completely lost it into turn 2. I'll try not to watch your car harm's way today. It'll be difficult though. If you find yourself in any battles, I won't be able to help myself. But yeah, this car is a really difficult car to drive for sure. In retrospect, I think it might have been a good idea to maybe change the regulations to use a soft tire, and then maybe make the tire wear multiplier a little bit less. So instead of driving on the mediums for the road course, we'd maybe have a soft that would just maybe last a bit longer. So people making his way around Lamb King. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't even tried the car after the update. So I should probably get in the sim and just run a few laps to see what it feels like now. I mean, the way you're describing it, it sounds like the car behaves almost more like a Miata now. To prioritize smoothness, now force the car to do stuff, brake more into straight line, manage the weight transfer a little bit better. All right, so Vergold and Cecil Turtle will jump into the pit lane for their pit stop. Dropping down into 4th and 5th position, 5th and 6th now. S. Walker will join them. The Token Timmy on the last maybe lap or so of his stint has damage on that front left. We'll look to make a pit stop potentially the next lap. Come out between Vergold and Cecil Turtle. So Arwick jumps into the pits, followed by P-Pool and Flying Disc and Racer X. So Racer X has somehow made it up to 4th place. Vergold now will take the net lead going into lap 59. Vergold finds himself under attack by Orwick now. Hungry for that race lead. And Cecil Turtle now with a decent race in that 3rd position with a decent amount of got a lot of tire, a lot of rubber left on the tires, and essentially has the same strategy as P-Pool does now, along with Flying Disc. But Flying Disc is a good maybe 9 seconds behind P-Pool. So it looks like the battle for 3rd at the moment is between Cecil Turtle and P-Pool at the moment. And Vergold and Orwick are currently battling it out for 1st position, but Orwick will have to make up some time Cecil Turtle has managed to increase the gap from Pete Poole to just over 2 seconds. So Pete Poole has caught up to Cecil Turtle. We'll be looking to take that final podium position from him. Cecil Turtle takes the wide line at turn 1, gets into the marbles and a bad exit. Pete Poole will capitalize on this by taking a look at the inside. It won't make a move. Cecil Turtle now is struggling with potentially the tires or something. Looks like he's got low grip. Although the tires on Cecil's car isn't particularly that much worse compared to Pete Poole's. Cecil trying not to succumb to the pressure and pulls the gap up a little bit on those last 2 turns. We got a yellow flag going into turn 1. Someone is going to rejoin the race. Yep. People there being extra cautious. So good work by people. So it looks like we got another VSC. Oh boy. I think this might be pretty close to the record of VSCs that we've had in a single race. Orwick decides to go into the pits. That will keep Vergold out in the lead, and Pete Poole decides to stay out too. So Orwick and Cecil decide to jump into the pits, take advantage of the quick pit stop. Flying Disc comes through, remains on track. I've lost count, to be honest, how many VSCs. I would say maybe 5 or 6. Yeah, this is a pretty late VSC. I think anyone who's not going to take advantage of this VSC might regret it. We'll see if the strategy plays up. Doing 7 laps on a stint of tires might be too much. But certainly taking a pit during the last stint might even be worse. So Vergold decides to jump into the pits. People decides to stay out. So interesting decision there by People. So Cecil now in a great position to potentially go at the end of the race. I don't know if a quarter of a tank is enough to go to the end of the race. And certainly I think one clean new set of tires will. Orwick with about half a tank of gas, just below half a tank of gas in fresh tires. Racer X and Vergold also with a quarter tank of gas. So Vergold jumped into the pits and refueled to a quarter tank. So it seems like a quarter tank is the minimum that you need to finish this race. So People, if he can make his tires last throughout the rest of the race, could potentially win it, but I think that's very unlikely considering how fast these tires wear. Cecil Turtle, I think, is in the best position to win this race. But he will have to get around People first. And the longer this safety car goes, the advantage of fresh tires kind of dissipates. So Invictus looking for a potential victory here. Orwick also looking really good. He's got more fuel on board than Cecil, so he might not need to fuel save. So Vergold will have to make his way past Racer X and a few other cars to fight for that podium position. He'll have to make his way past Buttons as well, who is a lap down. All right, so we're gonna go around one more time. We'll restart on lap 70. And that will mean we'll have 4 laps to battle it out entirely. And 4 laps just might be enough for Poole to survive this. We will see. Oh man, this is really, really interesting. The People, if he can defend well, and if positions 2 and below end up fighting for position, People might actually be able to win this race. It will be a challenge though. Gearing up for the restart, the double file line. People will lead us into the restart, the green flag. Cecil Turtle will be looking to make the overtake as soon as possible with those fresher tires. And People is off, so People gets a really good start. Orwick gets a really good start too, and we're gonna go 3 wide in turn 1 between Orwick, Cecil, and Flying Disc. Will they keep it clean? Oh, so Orwick goes wide, Cecil Turtle goes wide as well, and Flying Disc is caught on the inside of the apex. And I think we are going to do another restart. I think that might have been a faulty restart. so we're gonna set up once more. And again, as we make another lap around the track, this is more advantageous for people since there'll be less of a difference between his tires and those who have a fresh one. And I think we might take another lap around for the safety car. Or potentially not. Interesting, what's going on here? So so Lamb King somehow makes it out into first out of the pits. Surely the order will be reset here. Seems like there's some confusion as to what the official order is right now. So I think we have our positions finally lined up. We're currently riding with Vergold at the moment. And we're off, so Flying Disc gets a great start. And People is down into the distance, and we got a 3 wide situation going into the first turn. We got a little bit of collision, we got some contact over there on the exit, and Flying Disc is able to take the inside of Orwick going into turn 2 and has Cecil Turtle right behind, so Cecil Turtle takes the inside as well. And then Orwick, though, losing out quite a bit on the exit of turn 2. Flying Disc takes that second position. Cecil takes third place. Racer X in fourth place. So People not electing to take the pit stop actually ended up a great decision for him. But he will have to defend against Flying Disc and Cecil Turtle, who have fresh tires, and will have to defend that position for another lap. So we're finally down to the last lap. People now is getting under attack by Flying Disc. Flying Disc is very close to People at the moment. He is on his bumper. People decides to take the inside of defending into turn 2. Flying Disc takes the outside, looking for a better exit to get the run on him down to the back straight. Cecil Turtle goes deep into turn 2, is unable to get a good exit. But Flying Disc is in a good position here to battle against People coming down the back straight. So Flying Disc gets a good exit. People is on the inside, but still ahead. And People decides to take the inside to defend into the turn. And this might not be enough for Flying Disc to take the pass into the last turn. And People, though, oh my God. So Flying Disc has got a good run on People down to the straight. And it goes side by side to the cruiser. Oh my God. So People finishes just 0.3 of a second ahead of Flying Disc. Flying Disc getting the over-under on the exit of turn 6. That was such a close finish. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was close. We completely missed the entire finish results of the midfield because I was so hyped about what happened in first place. Oh my goodness. Yeah, after maybe 5 laps of safety car. That was an insane end to this race for Division 2. Good job, people, for maintaining that lead, and Flying Disc for getting very close to overtaking them on the front straight on that last lap. All right, so let's take a look at the results one more time before the lobby gets shut down and we jump into Division 1. So real quick, it's People with first place, Flying Disc in second, Cecil Turtle end up in third, Racer X in fourth, Lamb King in fifth, Bergold in sixth place with the fastest lap, C. Orwick in seventh, Kaido in eighth, Token Timmy in ninth, Buttons in 10th, Jesus in 11th, Jay Hunt and Walker in 12th and 11th are debut drivers, not faring that well on their debut. So that concludes our Division 2 race. We will be right back with our Division 1 race. So I will shut down this stream and start a new one. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.